Today, we're going microscopic. We're diving deep inside our own bodies to watch a silent war that's being fought every single second. It's a real battle of the titans, bacteria versus viruses.
And hey, to guide us through this incredible journey, let's meet Dr. Pip. And he's totally right. Our bodies are this amazing team of systems. So what actually happens when some uninvited guests try to crash the party? Well, to figure that out, we first need to understand the system they're trying to invade.
All right, first up, our body's amazing systems. Let's take a quick look at the incredible coordinated machine that we all get to live inside.
So check this out. This is how our bodies are organized. It all starts with these tiny specialized cells. They're the fundamental building blocks, right? Those cells group together to form tissues, and tissues come together to build organs, like your heart or your lungs. And then, those organs work together in these complex systems that keep you up and running.
And this right here is such a crucial idea. Everything is connected. Just think of your body's systems like the gears inside a super complex machine. I mean, the respiratory system is great for bringing in oxygen, but it's pretty useless unless the circulatory system is there to pump that oxygen all around your body. If just one of those gears breaks, the whole machine is in serious trouble.
But this perfectly tuned machine isn't just humming along by itself. It's constantly on guard, defending against these microscopic threats that want to completely mess things up. So let's meet these tiny invaders.
So what are we really up against here? We're going to focus on the two most famous, or infamous, culprits, bacteria and viruses.
Okay, first, we've got bacteria. These are living, single-celled organisms, and they are literally everywhere, in the dirt, on your phone, and even inside your gut. And actually, a lot of the bacteria inside us are essential for keeping us healthy.
And then we have the virus. Now here is the absolute key distinction. Scientists classify viruses as non-living. A virus is basically just a snippet of genetic code wrapped up in a protein shell. It's less like a living creature and more like a tiny biological robot.
That whole difference between being alive and not alive? That is the single most important thing to understand about these two. So let's put them head to head and see why it matters so much.
It's a really basic question, right? How do you know if something is alive? What really separates a living thing from, say, a rock? Well, generally, living things need energy. They have their own genetic material, and, this is the big one, they can reproduce all by themselves.
And this right here just nails that difference. A bacterium, it's a self-sufficient living cell. It can find food, it can grow, and it can just split in two to make copies of itself. A virus, on the other hand, is completely helpless by itself. It can't do a thing until it finds a living host cell to infect.
And this quote really gets to the core of the virus's whole strategy. See, they don't reproduce, they hijack. They literally turn our own body's machinery against us.
We can call this process the virus hijack. So imagine your healthy cell is a busy factory. Step 1, the virus attaches to the outside wall. Step 2, it injects its own blueprints, its genetic code, right inside. Step 3, the factory's own machinery gets hijacked and is forced to stop what it's doing and just start making copies of the virus. And finally, Step 4, so many new viruses get made that the cell literally bursts open, releasing thousands of new invaders to go attack other cells.
So, with these hijackers on the loose, how on earth does our body fight back? Well, it's time to meet the heroes of our immune system.
Say hello to your body's personal security force, the white blood cells. Seriously, think of them as the soldiers, the patrol guards, and the cleanup crew of your immune system, and they are constantly on the lookout for any sign of trouble.
And their job is just relentless. They're always patrolling through your blood vessels on a mission to seek out, identify, and destroy anything that shouldn't be there, whether that's an invading bacterium or even one of your own cells that's been hijacked by a virus.
But, even the best soldiers can get overwhelmed sometimes. And that's when we can call in for some high-tech backup to help our natural defenses.
Okay, this brings us to a really, really important question that a lot of people wonder about. If you have a nasty cold, which we know is caused by a virus, why won't your doctor give you antibiotics for it?
Well, the answer comes down to one word: specificity. Antibiotics are like specialized weapons designed to attack the cellular machinery of living bacteria. Since a virus is non-living and doesn't have any machinery of its own, antibiotics have absolutely nothing to target. It'd be like sending a demolition crew to take down a ghost. It just doesn't work.
So, for viruses, we need a totally different strategy. And that's where vaccines come in. A vaccine isn't a weapon that kills the virus directly.
Instead, a better way to think about it is like a training manual for your immune system. The way a vaccine works is brilliant. It basically gives your immune system a most wanted poster for a specific virus. It introduces a safe, harmless piece of the invader, which lets your white blood cells study it, learn to recognize it, and prepare their defenses. That way, if the real virus ever shows up, your body is already prepped and ready to fight it off instantly. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Well, your body is this incredible team of interconnected systems with its own powerful defense force. And modern medicine has given us these amazing tools, like antibiotics for bacteria and vaccines for viruses, to help that force win its battles. And that really leaves us with a final thought. This silent, microscopic war between your cells and these tiny invaders is happening inside you right now, this very second. And when you stop and think about just how complex it all is, isn't the most amazing thing that almost all of the time, without you even noticing, your body wins?